Hi Scorpio, welcome back. This is your weekly reading for May 10th to May 16th. I'm going to be pulling the same spread as your monthly, a 5-card spread with the clarifying cards and then some oracle cards. This is the Golden Universal Tarot deck. Let's get started with your reading. First card is a situation, second is you, third is what's surrounding, fourth is the outcome, and then the last one's the underlying energy. Every time I pull a card, I'll take one from the bottom as well. Let's see what's going on with you, Scorpio. It's for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for May 10th to May 16th. Can we please get the first card for the situation? For Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for May 10th to May 16th. What is the situation for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for May 10th to May 16th, please? Whoa, okay. Sorry. 9 of Wands. And on the bottom, 6 of Cups. Alright. Next card is you. What represents you, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for May 10th to May 16th, please? Oh, okay. Page of Swords. On the bottom, 8 of Pentacles. What's surrounding you? Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What is surrounding Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for May 10th to May 16th, please? Two of Cups, 8 of Swords, and what's the outcome? King of Cups, Death, there you are, Scorpio, times 2, and Queen of Wands. So what I see here, Scorpio, for the 10th to 16th is with the 9 of Wands, that's what the situation's about. Okay, the 9 of Wands is the energy of the wounded warrior, something that has injured you or hurt you in the past, that has left you with barriers up or your guard up. Sometimes we get the 9 of Wands when you're a single parent and you don't want to date because you're worried about how it's going to affect your children if you try again and it doesn't work out. Otherwise, it can be just from a past previous relationship. Things didn't work out and you're not over it. You haven't healed fully. And so you have your guard up. There's an element of, this energy of being vigilant and guarded and defensive and feeling nervous and worried and tense about what other people's intentions are towards you, your valuables, your things, your accomplishments. Now, with this wounded warrior energy, what is clarifying it is a 6 of Cups. This is a card of childhood memories, nostalgia, someone, it's a card of reunion, someone from your past, something that brings happy childhood memories or feelings of nostalgia to you. Could be someone from your community, from school, from university, from your youth, definitely. Okay, sometime where you were more carefree, more innocent, more naive, and just enjoyable, pleasant kind of memories from back in the day. Okay, so because of whatever transpired between you or someone from your past, it's left you injured and with a guard up, with a barrier up. You have the Page of Swords. The Page of Swords, clarified by the Eight of Pentacles. Now, Page of Swords comes up sometimes as a stalker card. Sometimes it comes up as a card for studying something new, beefing up on some kind of, new topic, doing your due diligence, doing your research on something, to make sure you know about everything before you make a move, before you move forward. Now, clarifying this with the Eight of Pentacles, it's very focused and determined. That Eight of Pentacles in career-wise, it's about putting in the extra hours, trying to master your craft. Now, when I see the Page of Swords clarified by the Eight of Pentacles, it's like this very focused energy that you're going to just keep, hammering away, and you have your mind made up, and you're going to keep trying, where no is not an option. You're going to give it everything you've got to master this, this kind of collecting of information, finding out about something, and it's also that sort of truth, victory, and clarity, this element of wanting to win. Now, the Page of Swords is a little bit of a youthful, nervous energy. So it's not something where you can immediately, charge ahead like the Knight of Swords or the King of Swords and make moves. Here is this like kind of tentative energy who's trying to figure things out first, trying to get the information first, but it's backed up with the Eight of Pentacles, this determination to put in the work that's required, the energy that's needed to get what you want. Now, around you, you've got the Two of Cups. This is regarding a soulmate connection, a partnership. Now, soulmates, there's all types of soulmates, okay? Everybody's really, truly, everybody's soulmate. But we're talking about like a relationship, love, soulmate connection, someone from your past that brings you warm, fuzzy memories, okay? Clarifying the soulmate connection is this Eight of Swords. Look at this woman here. Same woman that you see in the Two of Cups. But here she's restricted and she's fearful. The Eight of Swords here with this blindfold on, it's about this stuck energy. This energy of stress, anxiety, fear. Having other people's opinions, having other people's intentions, restricting your movement. So I feel like, this could be you, Scorpio, keeping tabs on somebody, and this making that somebody kind of feel like, I'm getting this energy of someone from your past, it didn't work out, keeping tabs on them, being really focused on getting what you want, even though you don't really, there's no cause or reason for you to be there, okay? It's something that was from your past. And yes, around you, it's a soulmate connection, right? So for some of you, it might be just a connection of, yeah, there was something, but look at how it's clarified with the Eight of Swords. It's with, the person is feeling restricted and fearful. Now, how does this end up with the King of Cups and then the Death card? Okay, so the King of Cups is about, this kind of single father. Sorry, that's the King of Swords. King of Cups is someone who's mastered their emotions. Doctor, healer, water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. This is someone who's looking for spiritual truths, deep meaning in their life, looking for something more meaningful. Why? because you get the death card. It will end. The situation comes to an ending. It's an end of a karmic cycle. It was not meant to be rehashed. And so this death card is representative of just like the phoenix rising from the ashes, the ending and a new beginning. It's signifying the end of a situation and then a rebirth. And you, King of Cups, looking for something more meaningful this time around. Now, underlying energy for all of this is the Queen of Wands. Queen of Wands is a very psychic energy. It could be, even them with the Wands, Nine of Wands, Wounded Warrior, feeling defensive and guarded. Okay? So, the Queen of Wands is someone who's very attractive, outgoing, passionate, inspiring, gets a lot of attention, takes care of themselves, very psychic abilities, attractive. Okay? Someone who cares about their appearance, gets a lot of attention. So I can see why you might want to keep tabs on someone like this and try to manifest a reunion, but they have their guard up and they're not open or receptive to this. And in fact, with the Eight of Swords and the Nine of Wands, it's like feeling afraid, feeling guarded, feeling defensive. Okay? So let's just see where this goes. If I'm way off or if it's you who's in this kind of energy. Let's pull some oracle cards. This is a Wild Kuan Yin Pocketbook Edition. Can we please get a card to clarify this read here for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus from May 10th to May 16th, please. Okay, I'm going to stop here. So, the hand gentles the war. No matter how much chaos there seems to be in your world, trust it. It is just what is necessary to move you into the right place at the right time for what is meant to be in your future. When it is no longer needed, her hand shall gentle and end the war. And here you see these two animals being, stopped from fighting by this woman who is coming down, and it says her hand gentles the war. So it's saying this situation, this conflict, this war, they're calling it a war. Okay, it says it's something that was necessary to push you and guide you to where you need to be, and that's in the end here, a new beginning, a new rebirth, looking for something with more meaning to your life. Okay, and it says that the fight, the war, the conflict will end when it's the right time, and when it's no longer needed, her hand shall gentle and end the war. Okay, so it looks like there's a real conflict here, okay, of interest. Okay, so this is the Miracles Now by Gabrielle Bernstein. Can we get one card from the top, one from the bottom for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus from May 10th to May 16th? Sleep is a spiritual practice. And this is just saying that if you've been stressed out, if you've been going through it and you're missing out on sleep, it's very important to catch your Z's here, because it's going to bring, your health and balance into your life, and basically saying get some rest. Okay, get some rest. Because look what you've been doing. Eight of Pentacles, working overtime, right? I make decisions from a place of intuition and power. Yeah, that's like King of Cups energy. Water cards are always about, emotions and deeply intuitive. Okay, so let's get a crystal reading card from Rochelle Sharman. This is going to give a crystal and a chakra or chakras that need healing or working with. Can we get a card, please, for Scorpio? Oh, look at that. Dioptase, heart healing. Yeah, heart healing. Let's just take a peek. Aquamarine, communication. So, I'll just touch on aquamarine quickly. It's related to the throat chakra, as well as I believe the heart chakra. Let me just quickly check. Aquamarine. Yep, heart and throat. And heart healing with dioptase, let's just check. It's probably just heart chakra, but let's just make sure. Heart, yeah, okay. So heart chakra healing for both cards. Aquamarine also with the throat chakra. So with aquamarine, it's saying, how do you communicate? Do you talk over other people's voices? Do you actually listen to what people are saying? Are you combative with the way you communicate? Do you offend people when you speak? And it's saying just to communicate articulately and effectively by making sure that you are listening as well as speaking, and then the way you speak, making sure that it's something that will make the other person receptive as well to hearing what you're trying to say. You know, working with communication, communicating effectively here with aquamarine. Now dioptase, let's read about that. It heals the inner realms of the wounded heart and enhances openness, transmutes and heals emotional pain and old wounds, allows you to release and dissolve sadness in your life, lets down walls of anger, bitterness, and resistance, embracing love and connection. So it says, we spend our lives in and out of relationships, trusting people, and along the way we get hurt in the process. Trusting people and, in the process, the natural survival instinct is to shut down and protect the heart from yourself and those around you so you don't get hurt again. And there's that wounded warrior. This can cause a huge disconnection in your life as you walk around numb from the pain of these old wounds and scars. The key is to hold yourself and love yourself through your hurts, keeping that beautiful, loving heart of yours open and alive and free to love no matter how painful it can be. Love is the essence of all healing. No matter the situation, know that deep heart healing is at hand. The loving devas of dioptase have now arrived to shower their healing light into your life. Open and allow this energy to touch your heart deeply and fully. It is perfectly normal that you may experience a loss or sadness flowing through you as you release and heal from this pain, or perhaps you could be feeling joy and freedom as you allow a deeper level of divine love and forgiveness into your heart. It is now time for you to come back to your heart center as you experience a sacred time of heart healing and transformation. All right. Now let's move on to the Romance Angels by Doreen Virtue. Move this back. All right. Can we please get a card for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for May 10th to May 16th, please? What's going on here in love and romance for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus? May 10th to May 16th. Passion. Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. Wedding. This situation involves marriage. All right. So passion. Let's read about that. Your prayers for great love have been heard and answered, and it all begins with you. You have the power to revive passion in your life. In fact, no one can bring it to you but you. This card guides you to seek that which brings you great joy, such as a hobby, cause, or special activity. Anything that stirs your heart with joy will help passion bubble forth and positively flow into your romantic life. The Romance Angels say that having a passion for life itself is a requisite foundation for feeling passion in your love life. This means enjoying this moment completely, and when you do so with a partner, you inspire him or her romantically to participate with you. If you're presently single, you can definitely enjoy passion in your activities and hobbies, and who knows, such pursuits may provide an opportunity to meet a wonderful partner who shares these passions. So that was kind of misleading, wasn't it, with the image here? But wedding is also misleading a little bit. Okay, so the wedding card is speaking to, if you're single, it's because your parents' relationship messed you up and affected the way you see relationships, and that's why you're single. If you're dating somebody, it could level up your commitment. If you're married, you might end up divorcing. So there's like all these different kind of meanings to the wedding card. So let's read about wedding. You drew this card because of an upcoming wedding, your own or someone else's. It comes to you because marriage plays a role in the answer to your question. For some people, this card could be a validation that you will get married and asks you to keep the faith and continue enjoying your life without worry about your future marital status. For others, this card signals that you'll meet a significant other at an upcoming wedding or experience something there that will lead to a new romance for you. It can also represent your parents' marriage and the way it affected your feelings and beliefs about relationships. In a few cases, this card asks you to look at your present and past marriages and review your feelings with the intention of healing your heart and your relationship. Perhaps it's time to enlist a marital counselor to help you both sort out how you feel. And sometimes this card can signal the end of a marriage, in which case the angels support everyone involved as you come to an understanding about the experience and renew your heart's willingness to love. All right, so you see how that just leads you one way, but it goes another. All right, so this is the final card here for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. For spiritual guidance, this is the Work Your Light Oracle cards by Rebecca Campbell. Can we please get some spiritual guidance for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for May 10th to May 16th, please? Just move these down a bit. Okay, so we got a few. We got you're already doing it, stop overthinking, keep facing your true north, break the chain, ancestral patterns, healing, rewriting the future, starseed, what lights you up, the great gathering, it's all coming together, intuitive hits, soul tribe, and boundaries. Where do you need to establish better boundaries? Way too much. So let's pick one card for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for May 10th to 16th, please. Can we please get one card? I'm losing my voice. I'm sorry. I've done a few readings now and I'm losing my voice. It's for May 10th to May 16th. Can we get one card, please? Warrior woman. If you weren't afraid, what would you do? All right. And on the bottom, Council of Light, Divine Orchestration, Helpers in the Subtle Realms. Let's put these down here. Warrior Woman, Council of Light. And Diaptes. Okay. So Council of Light is just saints, ascended masters, enlightened beings from all over the world, and beyond, that are light workers wanting to help those who are trying to uplift humanity and are light workers themselves. So with the Council of Light saying they're watching what you're doing and they want to help, and because of free will, it's saying that you need to embrace, or if you want to, open up to them and be willing to invite their guidance and help because they want to help. So also divine orchestration, helpers in the subtle realm. They might already, your ancestors even, might be helping and guiding you as well. So warrior woman, if you weren't afraid, what would you do? Pretty self-explanatory, but I will read it. 46. What are you being called to do or face that requires courage? And you see that fear here, right? If you weren't afraid, what would you do? Living a heart and soul-led life is not all fluffy and smooth sailing. Living a heart and soul-led life requires courage to triumph over fear. So often our fears are the gatekeepers to our greatest gifts, and the more resistance we have toward answering a call, the more important it is for our soul's growth. Sometimes fear is an indication that we are facing the right way. Joan of Arc was known for her courage and her famous line, "I'm not afraid, I was born to do this." But the thing about courage is that it is not possible without fear. So if you are feeling afraid, what is needed is courage, and courage comes from living from the heart. Think of your fears as opportunities to expand rather than things that are holding you hostage. If you look at your fears in this light, then, as uncomfortable as it might feel, it's actually a sign that you are on the right track. So the Work Your Light inquiry is, if you weren't afraid, what would you do? Okay, so since they're speaking to this being your fear, Scorpio, it's possible here with this soulmate connection here next to you, your own fears about this situation. It looks like you've been watching, because definitely the Page of Swords is your energy for your placement. So you having this nervous energy, watching and taking notes and finding out, collecting information, possibly even spying on your partner, and being very, focused and putting in that extra time there. In love and romance, Eight of Pentacles can signify just determination and focus and putting your ego on the shelf and making things work no matter what. Having that ability to compromise and have humility or gallantry or chivalry in love and romance to be able to make it work. And it says here, though, the outcome is indicating an end. The Death card. A new beginning and an ending. And because we see, those various meanings of the wedding card and possibly a separation, needing heart healing due to being hurt in the past with someone from your past. This is a tricky read here. So we're going to just take that as it resonates for you. For some of you, it might be keeping tabs on someone from your past. It's not going to work out. For others, it could be for the relationship you're currently in. If things are getting difficult, if you guys have hit some kind of rough patch here, needing to communicate effectively, heal, and possibly, end this war. It looks like it's being divinely guided here. You're looking for more, and you have your barriers up. So heart healing, that's all I can say. Some heart healing, patience, and making sure you're always above board in your conduct here in your relationships. Alright, Scorpio, that was your reading from May 10th to the 16th. I hope it resonated for you. Otherwise, check out your monthly reading, and I'll have your next weekly reading up in the next few days. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.